Butterfly. Butterflyers. Now we need to sing something actually. I'm gonna go like fly, fly, then you're gonna say butterfly, né? Then every time I say fly, fly, butterfly, then I will mention something that flies, and then what you have to do is clap your hands, né? Like this. So I will be like fly, fly, say butterfly, fly, fly, butterfly, mosquito flies. You see? Yeah, so on, né? So anything that flies, you clap your hands. If I mention something that does not fly, then you just go like this. I hope you understand. I'll try to do this in English because Moske, I have also subbies that do not speak Xhosa. So I will do it in English. I will try my best. Don't judge me. All right, there goes nothing. Fly, 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 fly. Mosquito fly, a cow flies, a house flies, a butterfly flies, a mosquito, I don't know how to do it. Maybe we should try it again. I'm trying to think of things that actually fly. Why can't I remember? Does a dove fly? Oh yes, it does. Flamingo fly. Okay, let's try it again. Fly, 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 fly. Mosquito fly, butterfly fly, house fly, monkey fly, flying fish. Flies, mosquito fly, bird flies, dove flies, ring light flies, plant flies, pepper flies, chicken flies, eyeball man. Quack, quack, quack. Hi butterflies, my name is Uzolisa Mqaqiso Umandaba Istuka, and welcome back to my channel. If you are a new subby, please do break out of your cocoon and fly to the subscription. And if you are a returning subby, you know what to do, Mus. You know what to do. Continue supporting your girl, and you know she loves you, right? Guys, welcome to my first PJ party. Guys, I never had a PJ party. Hey. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yay. Ooh. Guys, as I was saying, welcome to my PJ party. And I've never actually hosted any PJ parties, so it's my first, and it's with my butterfly. How exciting is that? Oh, so guys, the reason why I started a PJ party, it was just a thought that just appeared. No, it actually flew to my brain. It just flew into my brain, and then I decided, okay, you know what? Let me just do a PJ party, and my PJ parties will be some story times, because I decided to actually continue with story times. Even though I know I am probably not good with story times, but I'll try. Yeah. So I'll do story times, and I'll also maybe do some stuff or invite guests over. Guests over. Maybe I'll start with my sister, because she's my sister, and the first person you invite to your PJ party must be your sister, if you have one. Guys, as I was saying, I'll be doing a story time today. I just want to talk about a topic which actually makes me boil. It makes me boil. What boils? Boil. boil. Water boils, lava boils. I think it actually makes me boil like lava. So the topic I was talking about is the topic of polygamous relationships. Guys, there is no topic which actually makes me boil like that one. I will tell you a story of what happened to me when this guy actually wanted me to be in a polygamous relationship with him. Can you believe it? Yo, that's yo, me. I'll have a drink to that. So guys, I was dating this guy. I dated him for 10 years. I met him when I was in high school, and the guy showed me flates that actually made me boil. So I met this guy on Mixit. Oh, guys, I'm giving off some stuff. Okay, yeah, I met this guy on Mixit in 2009, and you know, we hit it off, and I was still young at the time. I was still a teenager. I was very naive, and at the time I think I was like, I can't remember my age, but I was still young. I was a minor, and he told me that he was 19 years old. Mind you, a 19-year-old and let's say a 16-year-old are not supposed to be together when it comes to law, because then it is considered the R word. But that didn't occur to me because, you know what, I was in love, and I know of so many people who have been in that type of situation before. So now when we were on Mixit, we were just chatting. It was just an innocent thing because, you know, I had so many Mixit boyfriends.
I'm gonna have power. Angie, let me take care of this.
I had so many Mixit boyfriends.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But nevertheless, so I met him, and I actually fell in love with him because he was so cool. And he told me that he was 19 years old, so I was like, oh, it's okay. We started dating, like chatting and stuff. It was more like chatting. And he used to live in Joburg at the time, and I used to live here in PE at that time, right? So now 2 years passed. Okay, but before the 2 years passed, I think it was then in 2010, I think Mixit then introduced a new version where you can actually see the date of birth, where people can start seeing people's date of births now. So when I viewed, you know, I was always excited about a new version and stuff like that. We were always looking forward to a new Mixit version. So now when that version came, I can't even remember what version it was. I was like, oh, now I can check people's birthdays. So now I went on his birthday, went on his profile, and then I just went to check. I don't know what I was checking, but I was just checking. And then it turned out the guy was like way older. I'm even ashamed to say what age he was, but he was older, but not as old as you guys you probably think right now. But yeah, he was in his 20s, in his early 20s that time. And so I approached him. I was like, dude, what's going on? Why am I seeing this date of birth, but you told me this date of birth? That was a red flag, which I did not see, of course, because most, you know, love. Ooh, yeah. So now I approached him, and then I was like, what is going on? And then he was like, I am so sorry. I didn't want to tell you because you probably wouldn't have dated me. Yes, I wouldn't have dated you. But gay, it was too late because then gay, the girl had fallen.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So now what happened is I did not speak to him for like weeks because I was very angry. When I was younger, I really commend that young girl. She used to dump people like flies. Do people dump flies? I don't even know. Yeah, but anyways, so I was like, okay, you know what? I don't know, it's a red flag. Let me just not talk to this guy. I'm just gonna dump him or whatsoever. But I did not tell him that I'm dumping him. So 3 weeks later, he sent me an MMS, because MMSs were things. You can attach a picture, put some music on it. And it was like, oh, so romantic. I was like so taken by that, and I was like, maybe I should forgive him. Okay, fine, that's good. So we continued our relationship for the next, like, let me say 8 to 9 years, right? There's a lot that I could even tell you about this guy that happened throughout my whole high school life and into my early 20s, but we'll leave that for other stories. So I think it was 2017. Yeah, so I usually, like, I went to visit him in Joburg because I have family in Joburg. So I used to visit my family and then I get a chance to meet him. So whenever I meet him, it was like a 1 or 2 week thing. Then I come back to PE. So I don't know, we had so many issues in our relationship. And this one day in 2017, he was like, actually, I am from a royal family, and in my family, I come from a polygamous family. I was like, explain to me, what do you mean polygamous family? So now he was telling me, because I knew that time that his grandmother was a princess from the Sotho royalty, right? But the grandmother apparently just went to Joburg. She actually just, I don't know what happened, what actually made her end up in Joburg, but she ran away from Lesotho because he was Sotho now. He was Sotho, so she ran away and she started a life in Johannesburg. So when she got to Johannesburg, of course, she birthed his mom, and now that makes the mom also a princess, I guess. I don't know. And his father was also from a royal family, but he was not close to his father, and his father was Betty. So now he was telling me that, like, both his families are from a polygamous, they have a polygamous background or whatsoever. So he just tried to initiate and introduce the polygamous thingamabob to me, right? I was like, not me kaloku, not uzosamcaciso. So share, amen. Uno chempunduzelayo. Guy tried to convince me, and he was like, no man, I promise you I will have time for you and I will have time for her. So I tried to, understand. I was so stupid. Why be dumb? Why would I even understand? I don't understand. Now, sorry, ne? People who are in polygamous relationships, good for you, but so now he's like, yeah, I will do this. Hey, look, guy, ne, akanazo nenhloni undixelela ukubana hayi ndizochitha ixesha nawe, then ke ndithi. Mind you, this guy hasn't even married me yet. We did have talks of marriage that time, but he hasn't married me yet, but he's already talking about a polygamous marriage. It's not a relationship, marriage, guys. And I'm like thinking, hey, I'm naive, and I'm like, still young. I'm younger than him. Like, I was like 9 years younger at that time. So I'm like, I am not sure I'm gonna think about it. So now the years went, comes 2018, and in 2018 he was like, I am so serious about what I said, and I just wanted to find out if that's something that you're willing to do whatsoever. And I was like, I just don't get the whole thing. Like, why should I do this? Like, I still don't want to share you. Like, I still need more time to talk about, I still need more time to think about it. And at that time I was just stalling. I'm like, I don't even know. Like I hope that he will stop asking me that question. Makayeke kaloku undibuza ezo zinto because mna I am not gonna stand that. And so now this guy had a nerve to come and tell me the name of the chick that he actually wants to introduce to me. Hey, I know, Haibo, guys, do you know when I hear that name, even today, even if it's not her, even if it's someone else, I freak out. I freak out because I associate that name with side chicks, polygamous, ntonton, ndoza. I am traumatized. I'm fine. Traumatized. I'm so to abantu. As a result, and the phone number umsutu. And phone number. So mfana ne. Uthi kumba. I'm an English. Hey, ingase ndisifeye Xhosa kanjani le nto because iyangicaphukisa kanjani lesi story. He comes to me and he's like, okay, so my family and I, did you say his family? I think he said his family and him, they actually identified someone that will come, who will be his second wife. And he tried so hard to actually be like, no, you're gonna be my first wife, oh, teeny, you're gonna have, you know, your first priority, warawa, hey, and I was like, okay, I almost fell for it. Butterflies, I can't believe it. And then I was like, okay, let me think further. And I was like, okay, this girl's name is Patricia. Oh no, to all Patricias out there. Petty. That's what I actually call Patricia's petty. Because mtakabawo, that time. So every time when I see Tukbana, you Patricia, this Patricia. Okay, so I told you guys that we were going through some stuff, ne? And Mo guy was, I don't know how I could explain to this, because this story is actually making me sad more than angry, because I went through a lot of abuse, which I didn't know at the time it was abuse. It was not physical abuse, but it was emotional, it was intellectual, it was, guys, I went through a lot of emotional abuse. I can't even explain to you like how this whole thing, he blamed me for almost everything that's going on. I was speaking. The thing is that with me, I speak. I spoke to my friends and stuff like that. So the reason why I even spoke about this topic, it is because I watched Uthando Nesithembu. When was it? I think it was like 4 days ago. I binge watched it because I was never interested in it because it triggered me, and I felt so much for the wives. I pitied them. I was so heartbroken, and I was like, yo, that could have been me. Shem. I put up as I don't tell some. Not the Xhosa girl. The Xhosa girl. Polygamous. What the F? So guys, I hope you have enjoyed my PJ party. I know guys, this PJ party is probably boring because I don't have snacks and I do not have, but I have wine though. I promise next time I'm gonna bring a snack and I'll bring a friend, probably a sister. You understand? For my next one, or I can come alone. So you guys just tell me what you think about PJ party, and I hope you really enjoyed it, and thank you so much for tuning in. Do not forget to subscribe, to share, and to comment down below. We'll see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.